Hi, this is Terry White, and this is video 11 in the series What Business Really Wants from IT. Now, I like the concept of an IT engine room in the same way that a ship has an engine room, but how many people visit it, how many people get involved in it, but the ship goes nowhere without the engine room. So I like that concept, and let's go through some of the thinking there. Firstly, inside the engine room, you have, surprisingly, three elements of the engine. You have an operations engine, you have a development engine, and you have a leading practices engine. And all of those require things for IT to do. Now, inside operations, it might come as a surprise that I don't put an operations department. And the main thinking behind this is about the engine that drives the services that IT is providing in the operational area. And to me, the driving of that engine starts and probably ends with the command center. So yes, the command center receives calls, requests for services, but they also, in order to complete the loop, are in a position to provide those services. Then you need to secure your engine, which is what security and DRP are about, but we're talking DRP in IT terms at this stage, not business continuity. And then finally, there's something in the operations environment called infrastructure solutions. That is about where the if you will, IT engine connects to the rest of the organization. So these people do the capacity planning, and they meet the architectural systems and requirements, and they build the infrastructures required. So they're almost a development operation for IT infrastructures. Inside the development environment, there's a systems engineering function which really doesn't look so much at the systems, but how those systems will work inside the current architecture. Then of course there is the development service. Now if you look at it as an engine, the efficiency of this delivery team, this development team, is very important. The effectiveness of what they're building comes from the relationship management and the business case and the requirements definition, which is not their job. And then finally there's a systems workbench which acts as an R&D and piloting function for the development engine. And in fact they act for all of IT in that they look at what work IT does and how can we improve it and how can we apply best practice. And then in leadership practices terms, there's the IT R&D for business engine. And what do we mean by that? It's not a casual thing to provide research and development for business based on IT trends. You need to set up an actual engine, something that has inputs, processes and outputs in order to drive that service. And I surprisingly put knowledge management as part of the leading practice engine. And the reason is because knowledge management is not as well used in most organizations I've seen that it should be. And I believe you need to set up an engine to drive that knowledge management capability. In the next video we're going to look at IT's responsibilities that they must take upon themselves.